to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Western Michigan Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will be first on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Maddox.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella to the corner. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Finds the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for a crease. It's Butler. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And on second down for this offense.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Quarterback on the keeper. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Good enough for a first down.
Now the play fake. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Works the middle of the field. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the Broncos will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Pryor. And he's dragged down. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. The give to the lone running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Broncos! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose.